know what to do. I want to see better muscle hypertrophy, but there are just too many options. Have you heard of the 6-12-25 workout design and method? No, I've never heard of that. I think it could be perfect for you. Let me break it down. Before I go over what this method is, why it works so well for muscle hypertrophy, how to use this workout design, and even share a workout you can try implementing the technique, I do just want to warn you, it may push your comfort zone in multiple ways. You can't fear higher reps and lighter loads. You can't fear heavier weights and lower reps. You can't fear isolation moves or adding rest. You can't fear doing moves back to back. And you can't just stick with body part workouts. The magic of this method is in the diversity of training techniques it combines and uses to your advantage. So what is the 6-12-25 method? The 6-12-25 is shorthand for the reps to perform for 3 different movements, all working the same area of the body. These 3 moves will go from more compound to more isolated, honing in more and more on a single muscle to really fully fatigue it. The first move should be a super heavy compound lift that you can only do for 6 reps. The second move should be another compound, but more accessory lift for the same area of the body that you can only perform 12 reps with the weight you choose. Then the third move will be done for 25 reps and should be an isolation exercise that really creates that pump and burn, fully fatiguing a muscle group worked with the first 2 compound moves. After completing all 3 moves basically back to back, you'll rest 90 seconds to 3 minutes before repeating the series. If fat loss is more your focus, you may rest closer to 90 seconds. But if you're really focusing on that maximal strength and want body recomp with more of a focus on muscle building, consider going heavier to have to rest 3 minutes between rounds. Do not rest between moves in the series so that you're fully fatiguing the area you're targeting, and even make yourself crave the full 3 minutes between rounds from fatiguing those muscles. You'll want to include no more than 2 6-12-25 series in a workout, and you'll want to perform about 2 to 4 rounds through the series before switching to the next. You can design either more full body workouts using this, focusing on one area in each series, or you can do a hemisphere split, targeting just your lower body or upper body in a workout. But make sure each series, all 3 moves, are working only one area of the body instead of alternating areas worked. Now, why does the 6-12-25 design work so well? I want to share a little of the nerddom behind this design so you can truly embrace the diversity of training techniques it includes and optimize the use of it. This training method was popularized by Charles Poliquin, but isn't just for bodybuilders. It's a great training technique for any experienced exerciser looking to accelerate that muscle hypertrophy and optimize their body composition. This method is so effective because of the combination of 3 different traditional rep ranges: maximal strength, hypertrophy, and strength endurance, as well as the combination of compound and isolation moves. By moving from a more compound to isolation exercise as the reps increase, you hone in and target a muscle to work it closer to full fatigue and true failure. The combination of so many different training techniques into one design and the training density this method creates leads to massive lactic spikes, increasing growth hormone production, which is why it's thought to work so well. It's why this method can not only lead to amazing muscle gains, but even better fat loss results. Each rep number is included for a specific purpose and done back to back without rest. So don't adjust the numbers, but instead seek to optimize each rep done. With the heavy compound exercise done for 6 reps, you're really working in that maximal strength range. Consider as you progress with this design, even selecting a move, you have to pause at 5 reps for a few seconds to complete the final rep over being able to do more with the same weight. You never just want to stop at a rep number because it's what the workout said. You want to feel that it's all you can do. Then with the exercise done for 12 reps, you'll select a compound move that is a great accessory exercise to target the same muscle group. Unilateral or one-sided moves that still allow you to go heavy are great to include here. This will allow you to really utilize that hypertrophy rep range and continue to fatigue the muscles you worked in the first move. The higher reps and slightly lower, albeit still challenging loads, allow you to recruit more muscle fibers as you fatigue. Then with the final move, you're going to fully isolate a muscle group to work it to fully fatigue. This helps build that strength endurance, which will ultimately help you recover faster and do more quality of work in future workouts and progressions. This isolation move is a great way to help you build muscle in those stubborn muscle groups, increasing your volume of work. Make sure this move really isolates the muscle you want to target. You want to feel that pump or burn add up at about 15 to 20 reps, so you have to pause for a second to complete all 25. This ensures you're recruiting more muscle fibers as the fatigue adds up to stimulate better muscle growth in those stubborn areas. Often this isolation exercise creates more metabolic stress, which is a key driver of muscle growth. No matter what, no load or move should ever feel easy. So while the weights may be lighter for the higher reps, you should feel the fatigue adding up and not feel like you can go heavier. And because the combination of training techniques, this workout design is super efficient while being perfect to build those especially stubborn areas. As tempting as it may be to feel even more worked, don't cut out rest. Honestly, you should crave longer than 3 minutes if you're truly almost seeing this as a way to push past failure with each drop in load and increase in reps in isolation. Now that you're sold on using the 6-12-25 workout design, how can you actually implement it? Take a look at the schedule realistic for your lifestyle. How many days a week do you have to train? If it's 3 to 4 days a week, you may design more full body workouts or even anterior posterior workouts. So think of workouts that include maybe a series for your back and biceps and glutes and hamstrings, while another day targets your chest, shoulders, and triceps and legs, but specifically quads. If you have more like 5 to 6 days to train, you may do more of a hemisphere split, targeting lower body in one workout and upper body in another. No matter how you break down the overall workout, each single 6-12-25 series in the session should target and hone in on one area. And a final word of warning before I share a workout example. This is an advanced training technique. I mention this because you need to push for each rep and move assigned, not just go through the motions. And you'll even be surprised by how out of breath during the 3 moves you can get. Mentally, it can be very taxing to do another move for an area when it's already tired. Be ready to really push yourself and not just lower loads to make it easier to make it through all 3 moves. Make yourself crave that rest. And make sure all 3 moves are done back to back, targeting only one muscle group. Although remember, you have flexibility to choose the exact stubborn area to target with that isolation move. You may choose to target your triceps with an isolation exercise on a chest, shoulders, and tricep series in one workout, while doing more of a shoulder exercise on another day. Now here's a workout using this method. Let's look at a posterior focused split for a workout. This would include one 6-12-25 series for your back and biceps, and another for your glutes and hamstrings. You'll do 2 to 4 rounds per series with 90 seconds to 3 minutes of rest between rounds and even between series. The posterior chain 6-12-25 workout. Series 1, 6 reps deadlift, 12 reps per side deficit reverse lunges, 25 reps per side standing cable kickbacks. Series 2, 6 reps underhand barbell row, 12 reps lat pull down, and 25 reps cable bicep curls. And one final note. While this is an amazing design if you do have equipment and heavy weights to use, you can do this when training at home. You still just want to find moves that challenge you for each rep amount, progressing moves with tempo, postures, and stability changes. And you may actually consider slightly more volume, making this a 10, 15, 25 series. But if you're looking to build strength, gain muscle, and lose fat, try this amazing workout design in your next progression.